wonder if I can talk to you alone for a moment, Mrs. Soprano. On the basis of the Sanford Binet, he's high IQ.
You can't prove it by me. He's got a D+ average.
Well, he doesn't apply himself, but he is smart. The results tell us he's a leader.
Ray, how are you doing today?
Good, and yourself?
Really, really good. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you.
I'm curious about your thoughts on The Sopranos. Were you watching it live, I guess, back when it was airing back in the day, or did you catch up on it later on?
Either. I didn't watch it when it first came on. I saw a couple episodes, and then it's not. I'm not a really good television watcher in terms of, like, you really have to set your watch to see something, even though there's, TiVo and all that. It just wasn't something I was doing much then. But that being said, it didn't matter because I knew enough of it, and I would be lying if I was channel surfing and was at home and it came on. I'd watch a bit of it and then not. And I guess I haven't done Goodfellas. I said, well, I got my mafia thing going on. But David Chase came to meet me once for a part in Sopranos and the series, but it didn't work out. And I just was always impressed with his writing and just who he is as a person and what he had done with this. And so I asked my agent to, would they please meet with me? And they said yes, but he'd have to fly himself out here to New York, and there's no guarantee if we meet him that he's even going to get it. And I didn't care. I just wanted to work with David Chase, just to be around it. So I flew myself to New York, and luckily we had lunch. And by the end of lunch, they offered me this one part, and here I am.
Well, it's worked out fantastically because I really love your performance in this movie. But I have to say that when this kicks off and you hear the narrator of this movie, as someone who was responsible, I think, for arguably the very best movie narration of all time, did you would you have any tips or hints for someone who wants to narrate something, or do you have any particular memories of specifically working on the narration for Goodfellas?
I can only speak for Goodfellas because that's where I did narrate it, not in The Sopranos. And I remember when we sat down the day we finished wrapping, which was like 4 months or so of doing it. They wanted me to do the narration, and I started it, and I just didn't feel like I was that connected. And it was just me and Martin Scorsese and, a couple sound people in the room. And then I said, you guys, would you mind if you sat over here? And I ended up telling, like I was talking to this one particular person, this story, and that centered it for me. And instead of just like saying, as far back as I can remember, I just went directly at this person's eyes. And that's what helped me.
And I have to ask, since I am calling from Ireland, one of the productions that we're super excited about being filmed here at the moment is Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Have you come over to film that already, or are you coming over to do your
No, I was just there for I think we got in yesterday or 2 days ago and fly back in a week. I love it there. I really love the people. It's only been a few days, so don't disappoint me. But there was really just very smart, funny, nice, witty people, and beautiful. The place is just beautiful.
And one last question, working with Michael Gandolfini, as someone who's worked, I guess, decades now, and you've got all this experience behind you, can you see within him like the potential to be like one of the next generation's like proper impressive actors?
I mean, yeah, every actor, given the right circumstances, has the ability to reach any kind of level. It's just a matter of the luck of the choices that you make, the movies that you get, and your commitment to doing what you're given. I'll say one thing. One day I do want to talk to him. We didn't have any scenes together, so I never really had a chance to hang out. But in hindsight, I'd love to sit down and find out what it was like to play his dad, who that Michael witnessed, some stuff that's not too pleasant, and to do that, and to the choice. But the trailer and the things and the movie that I've seen, he just does a hell of a job. But it's not an imitation. He's not trying to talk like his dad. I'm sure his dad at that age may have been, the same sort of kid. I can't speak highly enough about him, the experience that he did, just the imagination he used as an actor, but even more than that, to let go of any kind of physical, I gotta sound like this to my dad. I don't know if he also watched all the shows before, if he had seen them. I just thought he did a terrific job, and he definitely has a future. There's no question. Just a matter if you get the breaks.
Fantastic. Ray, thank you so much for your time today, and continue enjoying Ireland.
Oh, I will.
As far as your nephew goes,
I'm listening.
stay out of his life.